Welcome, Outlaw fans, to the Season 6 finale of Saturday Night Shootout. Here today, we're actually going to go Saturday afternoon racing once again because tonight we have the Outlaws versus Mayhem. Taking a look back at last week, you saw Mike Lanford and the American Guardian barely edging out Blake Willis and the Bigfoot, and you see Lewis Thompson there handing over the checkered flag and congratulating Mike Lanford. Now here today, the points battle is close. And just that previous photo there is going to be between one of those three and also Donald Price Jr. And here you see the pit party getting ready to wrap up. These guys have been doing awesome out here this season. Some folks have struggled a good bit this season, but it's their first time out here, and they hope to end today or end the season in a big way. Some of the veterans have been really showing why they're veterans out here, and they're ready to get it done. There you see last week's winner, Mike Lanford. And over here, it seems like Blakesters Motorsports has all their trucks here, and they have a special Encore performance lined up for us at the end of the show. And you see Michigan Ice Monster there. Jason Craddock announced his departure from the team earlier this week, but Blake said, hey, man, come out here and celebrate with us with the Encore and give a good goodbye to the team. We're going to see the flyover and get ready for action. That flyover brought to us by the U.S. Navy. We appreciate those guys so much. We're ready to kick off round one action here to close the season. James Vaillancourt, the old-timer, brings the Jestalade to the line, set to face off against Timothy Cantwell in the Bounty Hunter. Now, both these guys here have not had the season they have hoped for, but they both want to end it on a big note, but only one can move on into round number two. Will it be the Cadillac of Jestalade, or will we see the Ford Bounty Hunter? Here they come. Bounty with a little bit of a lead coming up and over the cars. Look out, they get into each other down there. That was a drag race all the way to the end. Timothy had a little bit of a lead on James. James able to come back, though it looked like we're going to double check with the photo finish here. And yes, indeed, the old-timer James Vaillancourt comes back in the Jester, putting Timothy Cantwell and the Bounty Hunter on the trailer. Now up next here in round one action, Justin Lamb comes to the line in the Snakebite Treasure Hunt, and he is set to face off against Todd Sism in the Megalodon. Now, both these guys here, Justin, he's been pretty consistent this season for his first time out here on the Outlaw circuit. Would love to end it off on a high note. And Todd in the other lane, he struggled. He's new out here, wants to end it off good too. Here they come down the stretch. Todd with a little bit of a lead coming through the middle. They both got out of shape. Not the prettiest race in the world, but Justin Lamb gets it done. Todd bringing up the rear. Todd's going to go on the trailer. Justin's going to move into round two action. Now up next, pulling to the line, Steve Jones, the owner of Monster Truck Attitude and that beautiful Virginia Giant Ford. And he's set to face off against Aaron Church out of Corey Marvin's Chevy American Revolution race team and that awesome looking Titan Chevrolet. Classic Ford Chevy matchup. These guys have been pretty consistent this season, and only one's going to get into round two action. So let's see who can get it done here. There's the green light. Here they come down the stretch. Aaron with a little bit of a lead. Steve trying to come back. Oh, Steve cases the ramp, and he's going to flip that Virginia Giant over, and Aaron Church is going to pick up the victory. Steve going on the trailer early, and he's going to go back and get ready for the event coming up here tonight. Now next to the line, Austin Arabia brings that Wonder Woman machine, and he is set to face off against the owner of Blakesters Motorsports, Blake Willis and the Bigfoot. Now this guy here would love to end the season on a win, but he wants that championship so bad he can taste it. But Austin Arabia is not going to cut him any slack, so let's see how this round one matchup goes. There's the green light down the stretch. They're pretty even. Bigfoot trying to take off with the lead. I think he got it. Oh, that was so close down there at the finish. And Blake Willis does indeed get it. Looked like he had some sway bar issues or something going on. Maybe he can get it fixed for round two. Now up next, coming out of Corey Marvin's Chevy American Revolution race team, that's Donald Price Jr. and the Avenger, set to face off against Jason Wook and the Wild Thing. Now Donald, depending on how this first round matchup goes, he has a shot at the title for this season. But Jason Wook over there in the other lane ain't going to cut him any slack. So let's see how it goes. There's the green light down the stretch. Jason's got a lead. Donald's trying to catch back up to him. Oh, that's a close race. Those guys were letting it all hang out. Coming through the middle, it looked like Donald may have caught up to him, but I'm not sure. We're going to have to get a photo finish to make sure. And let's see here. And Jason Wook is going to upset Donald, putting Donald on the trailer early. Jason Wook moving into round 2 action. Now up next, the owner of Thick and Thin Racing, that's Rudy Zilligy, and the Samson Chevrolet, set to face off against the Outlaw, Joshua Wells, and the Carnage Machine in the other lane. These two guys here have had a consistent season, a little bit better for Rudy. Josh has been struggling a little bit with that Carnage Machine this season. Wants to end it off on a high note, but these two are going to lay it down on the line and see who can get it done. Here they come down the stretch. Josh with a little bit of a lead, but gets a bad bounce coming off from the bottom of the ramp there, and that's going to allow Rudy to get by him, and Rudy is going to move into round 2 action. Joshua Wells going on the trailer, hoping to do some fixing on that Carnage Machine in the off season. Now up next, excuse me, Mitch Brown comes to the line in the red Snakebite, set to face off against Kimberly Cooper in the Thrasher Machine. Mitch Brown has looked pretty good out here in his rookie season with the Snakebite machine. Kimberly Cooper has struggled this season, but she's new out here. She's getting used to the truck. She flipped it in the first race of the season. It hasn't been right yet. But here they come down the stretch now. Kimberly's got a lead on Mitch. Mitch trying to come back. Whoo, that's close down there. I don't know if Mitch came back on her or if she got him. I believe she may have got him, but we're going to double check the photo finish to be sure. That was such a tight race there. And let's see. And she is going to get him. Mitch was trying to catch up to her, but he just didn't have enough real estate down there at the finish, and Kimberly moves on. Now here to close out round 1 action, last week's winner, Mike Lanford and American Guardian out of Corey Marvin's Chevy American Revolution race team, set to face off against the owner of LT4 Trucks Must Soar, that's Lewis Thompson IV in the Pure Muscle. These two guys here have 4 championships between the two, or 4 wins, excuse me, between the two of them. But only one's moving into round 2. There's the green light. Here they come down the stretch. Lewis with a big lead. Mike trying to come back, but he does not have enough. Lewis absolutely put his foot through the floor the whole way through the race, and he's going to upset Mike Lanford, put Mike Lanford on the trailer early. We'll be back for round 2 action here shortly. Back here with round 2 action. Coming up to the line first is going to be the old-timer James Valancourt in the Jester Machine, and he is set to face off against Justin Lamb in the Snakebite Treasure Hunt. Both these guys look pretty good in round 1. Justin struggled a little bit. Looked like the truck got out of shape with him, and James had a good-looking run. Let's see who's going to get it done and move into the semifinals. Jester versus Snakebite. Here they come down the stretch. They're pretty even. Coming through the middle, up and over, and another close race. I believe James may have got him. I don't know if Justin had enough real estate to come back on him there. It was so close. We're going to double check the photo finish here to see who the winner is. And James Valancourt and Jester's going to get it done again. Moving into the semifinals, Justin Lamb going on the trailer. Now up next here in round 2 action, Aaron Church brings that beautiful Titan Chevrolet back to the line, but he's got his hands full because this guy here, he wants this championship. That's Blake Willis in the Bigfoot Machine. Let's see if he can get it done here, or is Aaron Church going to upset him, putting him on the trailer. Titan and Bigfoot stays at the line waiting on the green light. There it is now. Here they come down the stretch. Bigfoot with the lead. Aaron trying to come back on him. Whoa, look out. What a ride for Aaron Church. Very skillfully done, though. He got out of shape, got over on the lane dividers, pogoed over the cars, rode it out, though. And Blake was all out of shape, but he's still going to get the win moving into semis. Up next here in round 2, that's Jason Wook bringing the Wild Thing back to the line. And he is set to face off against Rudy Zilligy in the Samson Chevrolet. Now, Jason's over there thinking, hey, this is round 2. This ought to be an easy matchup with it being Rudy. But Rudy, he is tired of losing in round 2. So let's see if he can get it done against Jason. Here they come down the stretch. Rudy's got a big lead. Jason trying to play catch up, and he don't have enough room as Rudy absolutely flew down the track. Now, up next here, closing out round 2 action, Kimberly Cooper brings the Thrasher machine back to the line, and she is set to face off against Lewis Thompson IV and the Pure Muscle machine. Kimberly would love nothing more than to put herself in the semifinals, but Lewis Thompson, he's been there several times before, knows how to get it done. Here they come down the stretch now. Lewis with the lead, but he gets out of shape, gets into the lane dividers, and Kimberly Cooper is going to get into the semifinal action with the Thrasher machine. It looks like she and the crew have finally got that machine dialed in, and we'll see what she can do here in semifinal action. Speaking of that, here we are. James Vaillancourt's back again with the Jestelade, set to face off against Blake Willis in the Bigfoot. Now, although we are here in semifinal action, Blake Willis has claimed the championship already. He has enough points, so lose, win, or draw, he has claimed his second championship victory out here. But let's see if he can get this race. Here they come down the stretch now. Blake with a little bit of a lead, but he gets out of shape and rides it out on 2 wheels. But that's not going to give him the win. That was impressive driving skills by Blake. But James Vaillancourt's going to get it done in the Jestelade, putting himself in the finals. Now, who's going to join James? Will Rudy Zilligy finally get back to the finals and see about getting his first win out here on the circuit? Or is Kimberly Cooper in the Thrasher machine going to get it done and make her first ever final appearance here on the Outlaw circuit? It's the Samson Chevrolet versus the Thrasher Toyota. Let's see who's going to get it done. There's the green light now coming down the stretch. Kimberly's got a lead on him. He's trying to play catch up but don't have enough, and Kimberly Cooper gets it done. Outlaws versus Mayhem comes to you tonight. You don't want to miss the action, but here we are with this action right here, right now. We are in the finals. James Vaillancourt brings the Jestelade to the line, set to face off against Kimberly Cooper. Neither one have ever won here in this series. James has got it done in the Spin Master series before with Racing Stripes, but can Kimberly Cooper get it done? There's the green light coming down the stretch. They're dead even all the way across the middle, across the cars. Oh my goodness, what a close race, and that right there, folks, is how you close out a show. That was such a close race. I believe James may have got it, but we're going to double check the photo finish here. And yes, indeed, the old timer gets it done in the Jestelade machine. And also congratulations to Kimberly on making it to the finals. But a big congratulations goes to James for getting your first victory on the Hotwheels side in the Jestelade. Now here's the Encore. Blake Willis is in his Town Hauler machine, and he's going to see if he can get the backflip done. Here he comes, and he's going to come up and over, and he gets it. Lands on the front tires, but plants it back down. Awesome job. Now, Jason Craddock's going to say goodbye to his team, and he says, I'm going to clear all your trucks. Let's see if he can get it done in the Michigan Ice Monster. He's staged and ready up there. Here he comes now, coming down the line. Let's see if he can get it up and over. Oh, my goodness, some sick air by Jason Craddock, and the Michigan Ice Monster even rolls it across the cars there. Now, up next, these two guys are going to get some big-time air. Ryan Hayward's in this brand-new monster machine that Blake Willis just picked up for his team. Let's see what it does. It's a beautiful-looking truck. Here he comes. Oh, some big-time air. Landing it, pogoing it on the back. But you see Blakester Motorsports has some good equipment, and it held up through the hit. Now, to close it out here, Jeffrey Scripper is going to put the podium crasher in the air. Let's see how well he can do it. He's up there at the line, staged and ready. Waiting, here he comes. Let's see how much air he can get. Oh yeah, some more big time air. Gets a little out of shape on the landing, but nonetheless lands on all four. What an awesome Encore performance. Huge congratulations to Blakesters Motorsports and to Blake Willis on picking up your second championship out here on the Outlaw circuit. And thank you guys for such an awesome Encore. It was really spectacular, and we just may have to do another one in the future. You never know. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Saturday Night Shootout. If you haven't already, be sure to shoot the subscribe button. Check out the link to the Facebook group in the description for a chance to race here on the circuit. Give the video a big thumbs up. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you later tonight for Outlaws versus Mayhem.